was kind of a battle in the D. How do you think it went?
Yeah, it was. I don't know really. It was. I think both teams had a lot of chances, but we didn't score and they didn't score, and then it sort of just went on and on and on like that. I'm not sure. It's a difficult question, that one.
It was end to end throughout the first period. It seemed to slow down a bit.
I think one of the lads said that they might come here and sort of soak up a load of pressure and get us on the break, because they said about a different game. That's what they sort of played counter-attack away from home. So I think they've done that a bit tonight, but they're a good team and they always come strong when they're losing. So we expected that at the end. I did anyway, because we've had that so many times off Nottingham. Every time I play them and you're beating them, they come and then.
Always been close games.
Yeah, they're a good team. We've done well to beat them there. So yeah.
Well, I suppose spurned on by a fantastic game last week.
Yeah.
It was just so exciting from the fans' perspective seeing that. Yeah. How does that motivate you going into it?
Oh, it's brilliant. I don't think I've ever played in a game like that. I mean, I got here for the second period. I didn't even know the score, and I got on the ice when we were getting beat 4-1, and it's just. To be honest though, in the third, I said to Lol, all the way through the third, I had that feeling we were going to win the game. We were just so up and we had so much pressure on them. But yeah, what a comeback that was. I don't know where that came from.
It just feels like this week was all business. Like something had really lit a fire after last week.
Yeah,
and guys were just playing it.
Yeah, well, what's the point winning that game last week and then losing to Nottingham now? Yeah. What's the point in that? And it would just wreck it, wouldn't it? So I think it would have made that game pointless, wouldn't it? So
a week off now, and then two games against Solihull.
I thought we were playing the next one.
No, it's 1st of December, isn't it?
That doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, well, massive game. That's probably one of the biggest games you'll play away at Solihull.
That's right, yeah.
We've got to try and carry this momentum. I don't think we played the best tonight. I don't think we've got to be better against Solihull. So yeah.
Sort of the back end of those really tough fixtures that we had throughout the October-November stretch.
I think we've done quite well so far. So just that one in Coventry was crap on it, but I think we haven't lost here. So it's looking good. Hopefully we can carry it on.
Jordan, thanks for talking to us.
Thanks a lot.
Next week.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Stay, another big game. Huge one last week. This game felt more like Dragons just taking care of business. How do you think it went?
I think it was quite a cagey game, really. Both teams being very defensively minded. They set up and they just had one guy forward checking, and that was pretty much our plan to begin with to sort of get the field for the game. 2-1. So it speaks volumes, doesn't it? A very close game. If we're looking at the end, I'd say probably the last 5 minutes, they were right in it, and they could have got one to tie the game, but we just managed to hold out, so that was great tonight.
First period end-to-end hockey, second period slowed down a little bit. Was it a game plan, or was it just adapting to the game and seeing where it was taking you?
Well, I think tonight we broke out of our zone really well. We gained the zone, we got some quality shots, but we just, again, we created the chances, but we could have converted. If we converted some of them half-decent chances, then we probably could have had another 3 or 4 goals, So we made some real good chances tonight. The first period we came out firing, lots of energy, and then I think you're right, it's fair to say that we slowed down a little bit in the second. And then going into the third, maybe a little bit of tightness, but it's easy. I always think you can be very vulnerable when you're 1 goal up, 2 goals up. Let's look at what happened last week. They were 6-2 up and we ended up coming back from that, because you can be vulnerable, can't you? But no, I think tonight we got the job done, and that's what counts really.
You got Solihull next week, last 2 games before Christmas, Solihull away, Solihull home. The end of a long stretch of really tough games against tough teams.
Yeah, well, I still think Solihull probably one of the best teams in the league. They seems to have put a lot of finance into it, and they've got some really good class players that have gone back there this year. So they're very much in it. We've got to go to their rink twice, and we've got to play them here still once. So it's I think it'll be quite interesting to see where the leagues are sort of panning out towards the new year. You know, but if we looked at how we approached the face-offs tonight in our zone, we were picking up guys, we were making sure we didn't give them too much time and space, and then our goal came from the face-off in their zone. It came back, and we just got a quick shot, something we've been practicing on. So we just got to try and approach these games against Solihull very tightly and defensively minded, and just see if we can get something in their barn. It would be a real achievement, because when they play in their rink, they're a really class team. They step it up a notch, playing in front of a very intimidating crowd, and you've been in the game, so it's great for British hockey.
Steve, thanks for talking to us.
Cheers.